Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Friday, September 6th, 2019. It is about, what is it now? 4:59 in the afternoon. I just got off work at 4 o'clock, and I didn't make a video. I was just rushing to get work and rushing to make sure I got the bus on time. So, I'm doing this right now. I am pooped, and I'm really happy and excited because was able to work 7 days this entire, well, I worked Tuesday and Thursday last, and then I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. So I got 7 days. I'm excited because I got 7 days under my belt for next week. I think next week is payday, so the sooner I can get my paycheck, I can start getting on another bill popped up, so I already called him up and please wait till Friday, I shall pay you. So but we've all been there, we've all done that, so it is what it is. Not really too much. It's been a great week. Like I said, I'm really happy to at least knocked out 7 days of working. So, and today was a bonus too, so when they asked me yesterday if I could come in today, that was most helpful, most helpful. So yeah, not a whole, not a whole lot really. I saw we had here about last weekend, Labor Day weekend, on Monday, actually on Labor Day Monday, there was I believe a fire started not too far from where I work, maybe about a mile down the road, off the 134, and that was like in kind of like Eagle Rock, I believe. There was a homeless encampment that was set ablaze, and there were two suspects. They hadn't caught them. They caught them in, I believe, yesterday, and it's kind of vague right now. One of the reasons why these two gentlemen set the encampment afire was because I guess there was a verbal altercation between someone in the encampment and between one of the two gentlemen. So yeah, so I guess the best way to settle a score is by setting an entire encampment of people ablaze. Not to mention the fact that's murder or attempted murder. And turns out that one of the young men, I believe maybe 19 years of age, is the son of a Eagle Rock councilman. So yeah, wicked world we live. Well, not so much a wicked world. I would say wicked times. The world is the world as it always has been. It's just these times now. It's just really, I don't know. It's just really crazy. I don't know. It's frightful. It's frightful. It's almost hard to go anywhere nowadays. You know, the last time I went to Universal, I was kind of thinking, God, this would be terrible if someone really did an attack on an amusement park, and because it seems like it would be the best place to create a catastrophe and a lot of deaths, and an amusement park would be like shooting fish in a barrel per se, you know, and that I think something wicked might be brewing that way, because what did we have a couple months ago when these 4 or 5 individuals were having a physical altercation in Disneyland out in Toontown. That was, and you know, with the mentality of doing that, why would you do that, right? And with the mentality of let's just stop because everybody's looking, or we might get in trouble, we might get kicked out. No, they just continued on their fighting and battling and stuff. That's pretty selfish, you know. That's without any consideration, and not to mention even no consideration on the safety for your children. There were two, I believe, small children. One in a one in a stroller, and a little toddler boy. It looked like he was running around, walking around, yelling "mama" and stuff. So I don't know. People are forgetting how to act, how to be human, how to be decent citizens. So I don't know. I don't understand how it is these days. And then I think I saw some other thing when I was on my break that a lot of this is the funny part. Excuse me. A lot of the 7-Elevens in downtown LA or around the LA area are using actually classical music piped outside to drive homeless people away. I don't know about most homeless people, but I happen to love classical music, Bach and Beethoven. In fact, my favorite piece is Moonlight Sonata. I think that is I can listen to that over and over on a loop. But playing classical music, wow, I definitely would want to hang around there. I don't care. It's soothing. It's relaxing. I'd even want to fall asleep there. So using classical music as to drive homeless people, really, I mean, that's like in some businesses, and especially like in some places where the trains go, or in some eateries, establishments that have a lot of problems with pigeons, or if you're in the beach area, seagulls. Some businesses put high frequency emitting devices as to drive birds away and stuff like that, certain birds away, namely pigeons and seagulls. Seagulls, if you're more like to the beach area, but out here, and you can see them in some of the like in some of the trains and everything, the light rails. I know they have them over here at Memorial Park Station. These tiny little white devices. Actually, they almost look like my sensor up there, my alarm sensor up there, but they're a little bit bigger, and it looks like it has a little metal cone on it, and it emits a high frequency so pigeons don't come around and make a mess of poop around the area. And I understand that. So they're kind of doing the same thing for the homeless, and I find that very, very funny. So they're going to all extremes and a lot of money to put these devices and speakers and stuff like that. Really silly, but they're treating homeless people like animals. You know, that's the way. That's how I take it. If you do it for pests and rodents and varmints, then they're doing it to humans, and that's how they classify homeless people as varmints. That's it. You know, I mean, in a nutshell, basically, right? Very, very sad. All right. Well, I'm going to make this brief, my friends. I just wanted to be able to touch bases with you and let you know, yeah, this was a great week. Again, actually, the knee's doing good. The knee is doing really, really better. In fact, when I got off the one shuttle in La Cañada, I saw the one bus that I was going to take home from JPL, and I was like, oh no, and waiting for the light to turn green. Come on, hurry! And I'm madly pressing the button, thinking that it's going to make, and I know better, pushing the button to make it change faster, and the bus is coming. And I'm like, oh no! The light just turned, and without thinking again, I just bolted. I started running. So, yeah, it still looks a little funky. I do have, you have that sensation of difference, but yeah, it feels good. It doesn't feel 100% like I said, but I am being careful, and I've had a couple of coworkers too ask me, how's the knee? You're sure you're not overworking? You're not. In fact, today I ended up doing some really, really hard work and everything, and some heavy pulling. So, and I could feel the pressure, so I just started leading with my left. So, I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize myself and re-injure myself. So I'm being careful, but I'm not babying myself. I know my limits. We all do, and I'm not as young as I used to be, of course. So I'm not pushing my limits like I would normally have been when I was younger. If I was in pain, I'd still just muscle through it, and I wouldn't care, and just get home and take a whole bunch of aspirin and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I'm doing good. Yeah, so I got to get better. I got to get back to the way I was. So time is running short, and I gotta get back on the financial horse. So. All right, my friends, it was a beautiful day today. It was really nice. A little bit humid, not as humid as it has been the past few days, though I can still feel a difference in my asthma and my breathing. Excuse me, and I'm a little wheezy too, so. That's it. I think I shall leave it here. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to go plan a visit tomorrow morning with my friends, see how things are. And they actually, my one friend asked me to stop by either today or tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I also found another friend that got off the street, so that's really cool. It's taken a long time, but at least they're getting off the street. My one friend, he's pretty old. He's pretty old, so I was always afraid that he was going to perish out in the streets. You know, I've already lost 3 friends out to the streets, so I don't want to see any more of my friends or people that I know, or anybody for that fact, but especially anybody that I know dying out on the streets of homelessness. So that's not a dignified death. You know, to me, it's not a dignified death. You know, dying out on the streets, that means no one cared about you, no one loved you, no one gave a crap about you, you know, and that is the most loneliest feeling, and that sometimes is what keeps people homeless, that no one cares. That no one cares. No one's making an effort to look for you or find out how you're doing. Providing you have family and friends and stuff, and they know your situation and everything. In most cases, a lot of people, families and friends don't know. They just suspect, but they're not sure. And homeless people sometimes don't even go to their friends and families because they're ashamed. And yeah, there's a little bit of pride there too, but in my case, not so much as pride. It was a mess that my wife and I got into. She got taken care of, but I had to suffer the brunt of the demise of the relationship. So, and given the fact that I would have not had anywhere to go, so I just ended up on the streets. So it is what it is, my friends. You know, everybody has a story. It's just like no 2 pregnancies are alike. No 2 homeless people's stories are alike. You know, they may be similar in situations, but the root of it is completely different. The only thing that we have in common is we're homeless, you know, and everyone's struggle is so much different from the other person's. So not all homeless people are the same. And please don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. That is not true. All right, my friends, so I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go run and get something to eat because I am starving. I'm really, really hungry. And I'm just really, really hungry. All right, my friends. So you folks take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Excuse me. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If there's any ice in this heat. Don't take today for granted. Definitely don't take today for granted. Life is just very unpredictable. All right, my friends. So, like this video, hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, what we're doing. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on, and my silly mini adventures now. I was actually, and I don't normally go back to my videos that I post. There's only one video that I like seeing because it's, ironically enough, it was kind of like my favorite, and it turns out to be my most popular video that's being watched. So, the car fire, the little Nissan Juke. So, I was thinking about that and how close I was to the car, and I could feel the heat emanating off the vehicle, and I'm inching to get closer, and one of my friends was at the top of the stairs of the library because it happened right in front of the library. In front of the library and in front of the police station, actually. City Hall and the Superior Court was right there, too. And I could hear the crackle and the pop and everything. And I'm walking closer, and I hear this pop, and then I hear this sizzle, you know. It sounded like a 4th of July firework. And my buddy's up behind me out of sight, and he's like, Carlos, I think it's going to blow. I'm like, no, wait, I can get closer. And like, I heard another really loud pop, and I started backing away. So, yeah, it's funny how the most destructive video is my most popular video. Whatever. That's fine. That's cool. All right, my friends, I'm going to go get something to eat. Then I will be back and upload this. So in the meantime, you have a rest of your beautiful Friday. And I will see you tomorrow. Not really sure where, not so much as I really can't do a lot. I'm back to walking actually Sunday when I go back to work. Until through Friday, I'm back to walking. So, and I did really rather well. I had, like I said, I put money on my TAP card on my bus pass. So, when money is tight, I have money to float on. But I made it last 2.5, 3 weeks on the money that I had put on there. And then, of course, with your folks' help, that was money for food. So, yeah, that helped too. But my most expenditure right now, and I'm debating whether or not to, because I normally just put money on, you can put money on your bus pass 2 ways. You can buy the monthly pass. The monthly pass is $100 for the Metro. It's $7.50 for the day. A day pass is $7.50. A week pass is $25 or $30. And a monthly pass is $100. But you could also put money on the card as stored value. So you can use the TAP card, because it's called a TAP card, TAP, for the other municipality buses that run around that have the TAP system, like the Arts and the Foothill, which is what I do. So, and if you use your monthly bus pass, you can only use it for Metro. You can't use it for Foothill or the Arts or the Big Blue Bus, I believe, the Santa Monica. So you can only use it. So it costs me a little bit more. Sometimes I use the other municipalities more than I use Metro. Sometimes it's the other way around. So yeah, but I did a good job. I'm just glad that I'm a little smarter with my money nowadays than I was when I was a lot younger. So yeah. So I'll be back to walking. I'm just glad the knee got a lot better, because it would have been a struggle. It would have taken me, like, I don't know, 3 hours to walk to and from work in a cast. So yeah. All right. Okay, my friends. So I will talk to you tomorrow. So have a fantastic Friday. I love you all. Take care, and keep those comments, those suggestions, and anything coming, please. I love what you have to hear what you have to say and suggesting and everything. So please keep that going. All right, friends. Bye-bye.